There is a terrifying cognitive illusion that almost every human falls for. It is the belief that you have infinite time. You wake up, go through your routine, and tell yourself, "I'll do the important work someday." But here is the mathematical reality. The average human lifespan is roughly 30,000 days. That is it. It isn't a metaphor, it is a countdown. If you are 30 years old, you have already burned 11,000 of those days. They are gone. Most of us spend our lives waiting. We wait for the perfect feeling, or the someday when we finally feel ready. But psychologically, someday is the most dangerous word in your vocabulary. It is a cognitive trap that seduces you into comfortable paralysis while your life quietly slips away. If you feel like weeks are flying by, or that you're busy but making no real progress, you aren't just bad with time, you are caught in a specific psychological mechanism that distorts reality. Today, we are going to break that mechanism. We aren't discussing to-do lists, we are deconstructing the psychology of existence so you can stop managing your time and start living it. The problem begins with a phenomenon called temporal myopia, or time blindness. Notice how time accelerates as you age? When you were 7, a single summer felt like an eternity. Now, an entire year vanishes in a blink. This isn't nostalgia, it is neurobiology. Your brain measures time by processing new information. When you are young, everything is novel. Your brain records every detail in high definition, stretching your perception of time. But as an adult, you enter the routine loop. You drive the same commute, sit at the same desk, and eat the same lunch. Because these events are predictable, your brain stops recording them to save energy. It edits out the boring parts of your life. The danger is profound. You aren't just bored, you are sleepwalking. You overestimate what you can do in a day, leading to stress, but massively underestimate what you can do in a decade, leading to inaction. You are trapped in a comfortable numbness, waiting for a future version of yourself to save you. To escape this loop, we must understand 3 mental errors that keep you stuck. First, the energy mismanagement fallacy. Time is useless without energy. Psychologically, you are 2 different people. Morning you, ambitious, logical, and evening you, exhausted, impulsive. If you don't manage your energy, your decision fatigue, and willpower, you will spend your limited time doom scrolling, thinking you're relaxing, when really you're just numbing yourself. Second, the 90-second rule. We waste time avoiding uncomfortable feelings like fear or anxiety. But neuroanatomist Dr. Jill Bolt Taylor found that the chemical lifespan of an emotion in the body is only 90 seconds. Whether it's anger or fear, the chemical flush lasts a minute and a half. If you feel it longer, it's because you are choosing to re-loop that thought. We waste years avoiding sensations that would only last 90 seconds if we just faced them. Third, the map versus territory confusion. We love to plan. We buy journals and research strategies. This releases dopamine, making us feel like we are achieving something. But this is a trap. You cannot think your way into a new life. You must act your way into a new way of thinking. Creativity behaves like a rusty faucet. You must turn the tap on and let the bad ideas flow out before the clear water arrives. Action causes inspiration, not the other way around. Meet Mark. Mark is 35, makes good money, and has a subscription to every streaming service. On paper, he is successful, but Mark suffers from the deferred life plan. He tells himself, "I'll write that novel when work settles down," or "I'll start that business when I have more savings." Mark is also a victim of lifestyle inflation. As his income grew, his needs expanded. He bought a bigger house and a luxury car. He thinks he bought comfort, but he actually rented his own imprisonment. Now he has to work harder to maintain the things he bought, to numb the pain of working so hard. He treats life like he has infinite time but finite money. He hoards pennies while bleeding hours. He spends weekends recovering from a job he tolerates, surrounded by weak ties, people he doesn't deeply care about, because he avoids the vulnerability required for real connection. Mark is waiting for a permission slip to live. He doesn't realize that someday is physically impossible to reach because he is building a habit of waiting, not doing. Here is the core insight Mark needs to embrace. Your life is not something that happens to you. It is something you must aggressively design. The opposite of wasted time isn't productivity, it is intentionality. Psychologically, we fear constraints. We want unlimited options. But fulfillment requires constraints. Give a human unlimited time, and they procrastinate. Give them a deadline, and they become a genius. Stop viewing life as a series of obligations. View it as a portfolio of experiences. When you are 90, looking back, you won't measure life by your bank balance or a zeroed-out inbox. You will measure it by the density of your memories, the depth of your relationships, and the difficulty of the challenges you overcame. The safety you cling to, that's the biggest risk of all. Comfort is the quicksand that swallows potential. How do we break the cycle? Here are 3 strategies to start today. Step 1. The neurological pattern interrupt. To slow down time, force your brain to record new data. You need novelty. Drive a different route. Read a biography about a life opposite to yours. When you inject novelty into your routine, you wake up your brain. You create temporal markers that make life feel longer and richer. Step 2. The energy audit. Stop managing time. Manage energy. For 3 days, track what drains you. Who are the energy vampires? What tasks light you up? Then use the 2-list strategy. Write your top 25 goals. Circle the top 5. The other 20? That's your avoid at all costs list. They are the shiny objects distracting you from what matters. Step 3. Strategic subtraction. Growth comes from subtraction, not addition. Ask yourself, if I knew I was going to die in 5 years, would I still be doing this? If the answer is no, create an exit plan. Use strategic incompetence. Be deliberately bad at unimportant tasks so people stop asking you to do them. Reclaim that space for the compound interest of relationships, small, consistent investments in people you love. You do not have infinite time, but you have enough time if you stop waiting for permission to use it. Don't let your 30,000 days run out while you are planning a life you intend to live someday. The rusty faucet won't clear itself. The gym won't get more comfortable. The only time you possess is right now. Your future self is begging you to wake up. Subscribe for more insights on mastering your psychology. See you in the next video.